you text him off. Now wait a minute. Motherfucking Constantine back, you hating motherfuckers. I know y'all ain't want me to ever come back. Y'all thought I was going for good, right? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Nah. We back. We ready to step on next. We ready to collect respect. And we ready to eject rejects. That's how we say it. Now ask yourselves, why in the fuck was this girl up here crip walking? Why? Why? You don't have no loyalty upon your family, dude? Like dead ass? Because I could recall a sad day. Because I did, your Thunder Price. Ain't that your sister? Wasn't that your half sister? Let me find out y'all sacrificed that girl for fame, fortunes. Because why would you be up here crib walking? I can't get it. I just can't get it, man. I can't get it. Let's check her out, right? She doing the damn thing. Look at her. Shouts out to Kendrick Lamar, his performance. He did the damn thing. But I just couldn't figure out why the fuck was Bigfoot ass this Bigfoot motherfucker. This Bigfoot motherfucker was up here doing this dance. And you throwing up signs and doing all this shit. Did you lose a family member to these people? Shouts out to the CRIPS, man. No disrespect. What we gonna do here is go back. And when I say back, way back. Back when your sister was murdered.
Here's a little story I got to tell about three bad sisters. One went to jail. Hell.
Now, we're gonna get to the good part.
Utundi was born on August 9th, 1972 in Saginaw, Michigan. She was the firstborn child of Brandy Price's kids, and her father was a man named Yusuf, who Brandy married in 1972. They had two other kids, which included two daughters, Lindrea, born in 1973, and Isha, born in 1975. Around 1979, the girls lost their father, Yusuf, after he died from a stroke. Family later moved to California. Brandy later met Richard Williams, who already had around 5 kids of his own from a previous marriage. Brandy and Richard married by 1980 and had Venus in 1980 as well. In 1981, they had Serena and settled in Compton, California. During the 80s and 90s, Compton was no joke, with gang violence going all around the city, to numerous Crip and Paru sets banging and taking lives. Brandy and Richard vowed to keep their 5 girls in their household away from that life and made them focus on school and other activities, one being tennis, using tennis as a potential way to make it out the hood one day. Utundi, being the oldest child in the household, held a lot of responsibilities and always was an overachiever, always performing well in school, but she didn't share her passion for tennis like Richard tried to instill. But with her 2 younger sisters, Venus and Serena, being so dedicated to the sport, this would forever change the family lives. With years of working on their craft of tennis, Serena and Venus would get a lot of attention, and many people would want to start investing in them and their tennis careers. This led to, by 1990, the family moving to Florida, where Venus and Serena could be trained by one of the top coaches in the country. Utundi decided instead of leave Compton with her family, she wanted to stay and continue her life that was already built in Compton. Utundi would be in honors classes at Linwood High School and be an honor student. After graduating high school, Utundi went into nursing school and later became a registered nurse. Utundi worked at St. Francis Medical Center in Linwood for several years. She would later have her first child named Jeffrey. The years grew, so did Serena and Venus, with them becoming future tennis stars in the mid and late 1990s. This was never something Utundi used in her life to benefit her. She wanted to be known for what she could do, not her sister's accomplishments, but her own. Most people didn't even know Utundi was related to Serena and Venus. Utundi opened her own salon and even started attending college. In 1996, Utundi later met a contractor named Byron. They later married and had 2 kids, Justice and Jair. They eventually would be separated by 2000. In 1997, Utundi started working as an assistant for her famous sisters and traveled with them to 1997 U.S. Open in Wimbledon. Utundi handled their personal lives, business matters, sent faxes, managed emails, and also calls. In the early 2000s, Yetunde was said to be dating Roland, a parolee who worked odd jobs and was said to be from Mac Mafia Crip in Long Beach. They met at a party, and this later led to a relationship. Soon they began seeing each other as often as possible. Despite having a chance to leave Compton with the wealth and opportunity her family accumulated over the years, Yetunde didn't want to leave the only home she knew, even having a home in Corona, but she always visited Compton. On September 14th, 2003, Yetunde and Roland were in Compton near a house on Greenleaf and Southside Compton Crips turf. The street and the house they were near was used as a trap house for the Southside Compton Crips. Seeing an unfamiliar car put the Southside Compton Crips on alert, thinking it may be a rival coming to do a drive-by, but Yetunde and Roland were just passing through to get to her home. The Southside Compton Crips began shooting at the car, and Roland drove off in fear, and later noticed that Yetunde was shot. He drove to his mother's house, who called 911. Yetunde was pronounced dead at the hospital. She'd only been miles away from the tennis courts that Richard trained her and her sisters to play tennis. Sudden death sent shockwaves through the close-knit family. Venus got the news in New York while she was visiting Fashion Week. Serena was in Toronto filming for a series. Both would immediately fly to LA to be with their parents and the rest of their family. The arresting of the
What was the odds? Like I said, both of them
accused
had
was quick, while one of the alleged shooters was taken
both of them had alibis on where they was at, right? Okay.
into custody within hours. A second man named Robert was not caught until January 2004, following months of tracking by law enforcement.
What if that was one of their ex-boyfriends between Serena and Venus? Like, what if that was one of their ex-boyfriends? Because I couldn't get, out of all the sacrificial shit that we saw at the Super Bowl game, which that's why I don't really get involved in that shit, this motherfucker got there and did the crip walk with some blue shoes on. The same people that killed your sister, man. You up there dancing, they dance? Okay. I mean, me, I have a bit of hatred towards them. Me, I love the Crips. I think they cool niggas. Bloods, too. Bloods, Crip, me, Yatas, whatever. Y'all motherfuckers cool with me. I ain't got no problem. I'm just saying.
Robert, who was from Southside Compton Crip, was arrested in a raid. Robert would go to trial for this case 3 times. In November 2004, the first trial ended in November of 2004 with 6 jurors voting for him to be acquitted and 5 voting for him to be guilty, and 1 undecided. A second mistrial was declared on April 29, 2005, when jurors deadlocked at 11-1 in favor of the conviction. The second defendant in his case was later dismissed after his first trial. On April 6, 2006, Robert was resentenced and received 15 years in prison, with the possibility of parole. He was released in 2018, and he was last said to be working and have up to 6 kids. The rapper The Game would later mention Yetunde in his song Dreams. Over the years, the Williams sisters always kept Yetunde's name alive. To honor their sister's memory, Venus and Serena Williams started the Yetunde Price Resource Center in Compton.
Okay, so we've arrived to the Yetunde Price Resource.
How did they keep her name alive? By allegedly crip walking. But I mean, by crip walking when they allegedly killed your sister. That's keeping her name alive, right? Okay. And she looked this so serious doing it. Look. She got up there and just the crip walked her ass off. Look at her. She was gone. I can't respect that shit, nigga. I feel like it's some funny bunny shit. That's all.
Resource Center, and it's very special because Yetunde Price is my sister. And unfortunately and tragically, she's not here with us today, but we're able to do this center in her memory and our family's memory, and most of all, serve our community. And the reason I say our community, because it's still my community. I still have roots here. I'm so proud to come home and say, this is my home, this is where I'm from. And I'm very proud when I say Compton, that people know what Compton is and where it is.
For the communities like the one that we came from. And doing something with the legacy that Yetunde left, to not necessarily recreate the wheel, but to provide assistance with resources and programmatic things that the people in the community could actually benefit from and learn from and really make an impact in a real way is what we've always wanted to do. We've been doers, not just dreamers. And so we wanted to kind of pass that on to the community.
2021, a movie called King Richard was released, starring Will Smith. It followed the lives of Richard Williams, his kids, and his family in the early beginnings and what they had to go through to make it, and the struggles that Serena and Venus had to go through to become the successful tennis stars they are today. Serena will later say seeing her sister being played in a movie brought back all the emotions she had when she died. Yetunde was only 31 and a mother of three who got her life cut short. R.I.P.
I wonder was she stealing from them or something? And was that an ex-boyfriend of theirs who did the shit? They say he got mad kids, so rest in peace to your Tunde. But I can't see why the Hezimel, her sister, would get up there and do the enemy's dance. Put that in y'all pipes and ask yourself, why? Why? Oh, why? Ha ha. Why she had to do that? Rest in peace to her sister, man. They had different daddies, so I guess she was a great sacrifice for these girls. I'm not sure. Then she up there doing this at a sacrificial game, crip walking to the people who killed her sister. How could you represent them? But hey, man, that's just me speaking. I don't want to get too involved because I got a lot of crip homies. I got a lot of blood homies. I got a lot of motherfucking Latin King homies. I got a Latin King niggas already done reached out to me about me saying, ice, ice, baby. Dun 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 dun. It's ice, ice, baby. They got mad at me about that, but hey, it is what it is. This your boy Costa Don. Y'all know how we do it. I gotta go. I must go.